Hello, continuing our lessons on the third Jesus, Path to Enlightenment. You are the light of the world. Very interesting statement, because we also need to know what is meant by light. So applying this teaching, the universe thinks and acts through you. This verse has been discussed by me many times in many iterations, but let's expand on its personal implications. One application of Jesus's words is this: the universe thinks and acts through you. You're not the result of physical forces that have driven all of creation, with human intelligence being a late stage byproduct of that evolution. Rather, a universal intelligence is experiencing itself through countless forms. You are one form of this intelligence, and yet you are also the whole. Holographic principle. Just as a cell in the body is expressing the body's wholeness, you're expressing the wholeness of creation at this very minute. Ordinary perception cannot see the whole, which is why Jesus spoke so much about making the blind see, metaphorically and literally. He asked his followers to develop what has been called second attention, or divine sight. Divine sight is also sight without the usual experience of sight through the eyes. But second attention, or divine sight, is also the ability to know yourself as pure being without boundaries. When Jesus promised his followers that they would accomplish the same miracles he had performed, and even greater, he was speaking from second attention. Just as he didn't see himself in limitation, neither did he see the others, his followers, in that way either, without limitations. He saw them without limitations. To be the light of the world, you must understand that the world itself is light, that is, pure awareness manifesting in physical form. So let's do this exercise to develop second attention. You need to attune yourself to it first. First attention focuses on the material world. It dwells on the appearance rather than the essence. The light that Jesus referred to is invisible to the eye, but appears to the soul. Lightness of being. When you think, say, or do anything, you are manipulating or actually working through consciousness. Or to put it another way, you're using the stuff of awareness to create something. You're using nothing to create something. Jesus at first Jesus, again, correction, strike that. Just as jet fuel disappears in order to make a plane fly, consciousness disappears when it is used to manifest, or it hides in the background. So as you listen to my last sentence, your consciousness is also transforming without being aware that it is flowing through you. Jesus asks us to see through this disappearing act. Through second attention, you can perceive yourself as awareness itself, not as one of its products and creations. There are many ways to catch some glimpses. Meditating to reach inner silence, seeing the purity of nature, sudden flashes of innocence, an impulse of love, an intuitive connection to your muse, sensing inner guidance, a source of wisdom, a feeling that you belong in the larger scheme of life. Consider if you have ever experienced any one of the things I've mentioned, and begin to notice them now more and more, and be on the lookout for those moments when you can sense that something lies behind the veil of appearance. Even though we all live by first attention, therefore lose ourselves in constant activity, we are also equipped to perceive the world through second attention. And that is what it means to be the light of the world. Whenever you have a flash of innocence, love, inspiration, or wonder, or joy, remind yourself, this is the real me. Don't let such moments simply pass you by. Stop and appreciate them and ask that you receive more in the future. In this way, you open a feedback loop between first and second attention. You will continue to view the physical world as such, but its significance will change. You will start to see consciousness at work, being in motion. This is what we are. In this way, the realms of change and non-change begin to merge. Light starts to enter the world until the world is eventually seen as made of light and nothing else. Jesus experienced his existence that way and promised his followers that one day they would also. You are the light of the world.